So these have nicely risen in there. I have four loaves of bread. I'm getting ready to make milk bread. I did film it so that way you guys could see. I've posted the video before what it looks like. These are like the easiest bread. 3 hours. Most of it you're just letting it sit, which is really, really good. So I'm going to heat my oven. Oh God, was it 350? Yes, I think it's 350. 350 for like 20 to 22 minutes, I believe. So while that is heating, why it's heating?
That's gloves.
Oh, my kids are arguing. I got something in my eye, guys. I'm sorry. I think it was when I was cleaning up the flour. I think some of it got in my eyeball. Anyways, I'm having to wash dishes by hand right now. Why? Because we have a dishwasher that has the worst design ever. There's no like button to like unlock it, and it's like a flat panel, and that happens to be the computer board. And when you pull it, it disconnects it. Even though we've done it. But not, I'm doing the dishes right now. Lily, put it in the whole closet. Thank you. Now I am rinsing dishes. But yeah, we didn't replace like where the button keypad is. Like usually, you know, like they all have a button if you hit and it unlocks it. Nope, this ain't got none of that. Oh, I just took that off of there because it's taking away. See, I could turn it around the other way. I really can. Probably should. I found this little, I actually bought this for my eggs, but I think apparently. I don't know what I'm doing. Someone is sending me laughy emojis, I don't know. Anyways, I'm just rinsing out dishes. My gosh, I'm tell you right now, I hate this thing. Okay. Okay, there we go. Oh, you guys couldn't. Did you guys see what I was doing? That was bad mojo. But, hello. So yeah, I am only washing dishes by hand because my dishwasher broke. Worst freaking design ever. If you guys are looking to get a dishwasher, do not buy this Maytag one. There's not a button, and look, you see that? We've replaced that piece, and it's like 250 bucks for that damn piece. And it's still, every time, because there's no button, and when you pull it out, it breaks it, and the damn thing doesn't work. So don't ever buy that.
Mom.
My goodness. What? Yep, that goes to the washing machine, please. Thank you. Anyway, so now I'm washing dishes by hand. I'm letting my oven heat up right now so I can throw the bread. I should not put stuff in there first. That was probably just thing I would do. Okay. I get my cup. I too, I am confident to put those in there. My goodness. See, the bread is getting ready to go in. See it all. It rose. Look at that. So once my oven's heated up, I'll put that in there. It's the best tasting bread ever. It's super fluffy. Oh my gosh. Who's this person? Okay, sorry about that. I had to put that person in timeout. That was just. We do not act like that on my channel. My goodness, that was horrible. I didn't see that. I was doing dishes. But yeah, that's milk bread. I don't know if any of you guys have ever had Aunt Annie's pretzels. They're like really soft and fluffy. I was using different recipes for a minute, and they all tasted okay, but like it's really, really good. And like I said, it takes you like 10 minutes. If you have a mixer, 10 minutes, it's ready. And then you just kind of like put it in a bowl and you let it sit aside. I use these silicone bowls. Just put a cheesecloth or a towel over it. You let it rise for an hour, punch it, cut it in half. You cut it, roll it, and it kind of feels like new Play-Doh, so it's not really sticky, but it works really good. Oh, allergies. Had my windows open all day. I have pets and all that pollen there. Says there's more messages I haven't been seeing. Oh, I know. Yeah, once I saw it, I don't know. YouTube used to not be that bad. Like that seems more like a TikTok comment, right, Cynthia? I know. I'm just doing body doubling. I haven't done it in a minute live on here, so I was trying to do that. But I think actually one of my videos I shared the recipe on how I make this. I just doubled up the recipe and made. I'm just gonna have to get my towel and dry that because that thing. I used my KitchenAid mixer. I've had that. I have an older one. Like I've had it for 15. It's like a thing about KitchenAid mixers. They're good for a long, long time. I've had this one for 15 years. The one I have now. Still works just great. Sorry, my kids are fighting in the background. Spring break. School is out. But yeah, my kids fly through that bread. It's kind of like white bread, like store bought, but a mix between that and like Aunt Annie's like pretzels. You know how they're like super soft and just really, yeah. It's like a Japanese milk bread. Some people use it for like French toast and stuff. It's so good. Okay, so you are dry. I'm gonna put you with my KitchenAid mixer. Hey, Will. We don't put the cat's food bowls next to mine. But yeah, see, I just let these rise after I cut them and then roll them up. And they like literally just come apart. Like I said, I have a short where I show you how to make these. Right now, my oven, like just the one mix is enough to make 2 big full bread loaves. So I doubled it so I could have this, but they're like super fluffy and they rise super, super quick. I just use like powdered milk. You do the softened butter last. The reason that is because it makes the dough not sticky and adds butter to the dough. But yeah, it's so good, like super, super fluffy. And it doesn't take long. Like if you're in a rush to get it done and cooked and everything, you could probably do it in about 2.5 hours. I do 3 hours because I let them rise twice for like, I do an hour and then just the like probably 10 minutes cutting it and flipping it over and then like rolling them out because you have to roll it out flat and then, yeah. I did just record the full thing on how I do it because I think I did a little bit, but I didn't show how I rolled them out because if you flatten it completely and then you just roll it back up, it poofs up so quick. I don't know why my kids are right here making weird noises.
Now 1832.
But yeah. Once my oven beeps, I will pop them in and they cook in like 22 minutes. So what's everybody else up to? If you have some cleaning you need to get done, that's what I'm doing. Multitasking. My daughter's friend's coming over too. Isn't this cute? I don't know if you guys like Disney or not. Like, I know people have their opinions. I like Walt Disney, and I like Mickey Mouse, so You shall see in any of my videos, you will see millions of Mickeys. I even have hidden Mickeys around my house. It's because I grew up with the whole Disney thing. My grandma lived in Anaheim, and she was one of the people, before she passed, that had the lifetime membership to Disney that she didn't pay for. It was given because her house was directly behind Anaheim, and they sold some of their land to Disney, and they gave them a lifetime for them, their kids, their grandkids. But when she passed, darn it, they didn't let, even though I was on it, so she used to always, like, anytime I visited her, like, we didn't buy food there or nothing like that, unless it was like somebody's birthday or something, but we used to always just pack a lunch, and my grandma would take us, like, when we were out visiting her, or sometimes after school or something, or on the weekend, we went and saw her. She's like, you want to go to Disneyland? So, I went to that place so many dang times. It was like going to the zoo, or the park, just because, like I said, we didn't have to pay to go, which was nice. Now, having to pay to go really, really sucks. It's so expensive. Like, I have to save for years to go to the damn place anymore. I think we're going to try to, the next time we go, we're going to try to, like, rent a house or something and go. Because it might be cheaper. Oh, the oven beeped. Good. I just realized I have my husband's mug in my hand. Alright, so I get to put the, why does that dang alarm keep going on? See? So these will just pull right apart. I got 4 loaves. I did them different styles. So this one I can pull apart and then chop them into like little pieces, little mini loaves. But they're supposed to do that. This one, and then you butter them with a little bit of milk and melted butter. And then if you sprinkle like sea salt or like kosher salt on top of it, they taste like Annie's pretzels. Hello, Lily. It's not a hyena in my house, I promise. It's my child. They just started spring break and they figured they would. Wait. Dang it. My kids distracted me. I forgot. Ooh, I forgot. I need to put egg wash on that. I look like crud. My kids distracted me. I forgot to egg wash it. Good thing I have abundant of eggs. Literally. Literally. See, my chickens lay blue eggs, so I have chickens too. But I need a little dish. I need to mix an egg. Here, I just realized you guys could not see me. I thought you guys could see me, but you could not. I'm gonna get a fork. I'll just do it here. Put that right there. Put my fork in there. Oh, you guys still can't see me. What is going on? Oh, what? Oh, Lily, stop making comments right now. People will start stalking you. It's dangerous to do that. I already blocked some people. There were some weird people on here being weird. Lily, you're not supposed to do that at all because that's dangerous for you to say stuff like that. Delete your comment if you can. Click on it and hit delete. Lily, did you let Nova out? Lily, let Nova out of the cage. Darn it, she was only supposed to lock up while we were mopping the floor. Hello. Sorry about that. You guys, hello. Now I'm going to egg wash these. Sorry about that. I just mopped my floor and I didn't want my dog to run across my wet floor with her feet. So I put her in the cage temporarily. So I'm going to egg wash this bread. Pardon me 1 second, my children. Hey, Lily Marie, your friend's not coming over. You cannot be quiet. That is too loud. Thank you so much. Go in the basement or go outside and play with Nova. Thank you. You're doing that on purpose. Sorry, my kids were deliberately making as much weird noise on purpose because I was live, because she thinks it's funny. I don't think it's funny. That's why she was making her hyena sound. Wondering if I can. Anyways, what are you guys up to? You guys trying to get some cleaning done? I love my daughter. She's trying to be a little protective over here. But I am a grown woman. I can handle my own battles. I just didn't see it. Alright. Last one being egg wash. These only take 20 minutes to cook. And like I said, if you saw the short that I did for the bread, like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, I perfected a couple of recipes. I just kept changing them until I got bread that I liked. And then when it worked, I saved the recipe. Okay, so they have all been egg washed. Now now that they're egg washed, they can go in the oven. Now that the oven is good. I can't believe I almost stuck them in there. I almost forgot to egg wash them. I would have cried. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Back to, now I gotta rinse my hands. Back to doing some dishes. All right. Blah. Not wait till my dishwasher is fixed. I'm just get a new one. I would rather I'm just get a new one because this one has been fixed a couple of times and it's newer. It's just bad design. No button, and they make you pull it, and by pulling it, it rips off the panel board, which then, therefore, breaks your dishwasher. I love silicone dishes. One you could cook in these too if you wanted. They're silicone. I have a lot of silicone cake pans. They work fabulous, and they're so easy to get the cake out without the cake sticking to it. I'm not washing outside because I just used these, and I sat on it for an hour. Nothing stuck to it. I don't know. Why don't you call him? I know he was bringing some pallets home so we can make a fort, and so I could use it to make an additional garden bed in the back. Hot, hot. You can tell hot, but the smoke is coming out of it. Oh my God. I'm stacking up the some. And yes, I make sure he runs all these before they come in here. Since I'm having to wash them by hand. My monitor out back keeps, my camera's out back by my chicken coop keep going off, but I think it's because our Pyrenees dog is out there watching. Oh, and if you guys, I know people, if you guys are like, where's day 5? Where's day 5? For the thing, the next step is I showed it up to the daily. The only thing I didn't show is how to do the weekly, and I figured I'd give you guys a couple of days to get through the rest of, or the first part, get through your goals and how to break them down in time lapse, and then just like I said, leave me a comment in here or go over and join the Facebook group that I built, the Daily ADHD Accountability Group. If you look it up on Facebook, let them know that you saw the video on YouTube. And then don't forget, you can download the planner. There's a discount code for those that watched one of the training videos. It's Federally. It is YT for YouTube, ADHD, and then Grind 01, and then you can get the planner for free. I only have it listed for like 99 cents anyways, just for now, since you have to download it and print it out yourself. But that's the whole fun. I also have a video on how to make your own covers for your planners that are the hard covers that don't mess up. There's a video on that. Oosh. This sink is like stone or something, I think. And I think it's a stone double. Alexa, no thank you. I don't know why it keeps ringing. Alexa, what's the notification?
You don't have any notifications.
Then why did you ding? Oh, Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes. Woo, I almost forgot to set my timer on my bread.
15 minutes, starting now.
I figured it's been about 5 minutes. I'm going to look at how long I've been on here. I'll tell you right now. There's one person in here. Dang it, my camera, 22 minutes. Okay. My dog is barking. The little dog, not the good, nice guard dog. Her bark, everybody can hear her, but the little one down here too. She sounds like very high-pitched, squeaky bark and whining dog. This is my little one, and then I have a Pyrenees, and she's got the most terrifying bark I've ever heard in my life, and she's still a puppy. It's only going to get more scarier. Oh. Thought I heard a bird chirping. But yeah, so we're just doing the daily clean with me. I do have a long form full deep clean. It's probably going to be like a 2-hour video. So if someone's trying to tackle your whole house, that will be coming up. I did it over 2 days. Actually, well, I'm saying 2 days because I'm still doing stuff on it right now. So it was all day yesterday, and then today I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff, deep clean, and that will be up there. And then I have a lot more gardening to do. And we have baby chicks coming in April 17th. I'm a little scared because I have a lot more cats now. We just had the one and then the dogs, but now we have 5 cats, 2 dogs. But the dog, I think our dog, the Pyrenees, because she's supposed to protect our chickens. That's what she is. She's a herding dog. So I'm hoping we're going to be teaching her. She'll keep the cats away, except for Squeaky. Squeaky won't hurt him because he has been around baby chicks before, and he loved them to death. Like, he just loved those chicks. It was ridiculous. Ridiculously cute. It was extremely cute. And he still goes out there with them on his harness. And his harness only because we don't I don't let him off the leash because I don't want him to get away, just in case. But he goes out there and just chills with the chickens. Why? Because my hands are wet. My kids' water bottles. They just got home from school. Anyone else on spring break? Gosh. Oh my goodness. Like, I ain't got no grip, I guess. Really? Okay. Whew. Oh, I should have dumped it out. I'll dump it out after I rinse these ones. That one still had water in it. Lily, let Lucy in, please. Let the dog in. Thank you. I don't want the neighbors complaining because she's barking. I'm an idiot. I did not pull that up far enough. Okay. I mean, I'm not an idiot. I just said that. Hey, Nova. Did you drink all your water out of your big bowl, girl? I just filled that up. Did you? Here, no, Nova. Here, honey. Hey, puppy. Say hi. She's a puppy. There's just a baby. She's a big baby. Come here. She's drinking out of the cat's water bowl. There you go. There you go. Come say hi. Oh, you guys smell the bread, huh? She's big. She's like 75 pounds already. So that's her. Oh, yeah. No, we're drinking up over there. Ooh, it's cold. I forgot I turned it to cold when I was getting the dog water. That's all right. But anyway. Okay. Now I will have to dry the dishes. Dang it, that backyard camera just keeps going off. Alright. So these cupboards, I painted them myself. So when I open the cupboard, there's only a thin coat of the white. It's because I ran out of time when I did it. I didn't know that it was going to take me forever. I took all these apart and they were black before, and I thought it was just black paint, so I used like the paint thinner thingy, and then I went to sand it, and it turned out it was not black paint, that somebody used the black like stain wax, whatever these cabinet people that got us before had redid it, but it was just so dark in here because they had these dark the counters are a little bit light, but the walls are like black, and then they were like this jet black, and it just made this room super depressingly dark, and the lighting that they had in here really sucked too. So I painted it myself, and then I thought I did good because when it was on there it was good, but now I'm starting to see through it. So I think it's because I probably didn't get all of the black stain. I don't know. But when I was sanding it outside, I was getting attacked by black giant wasp. Like, they kept hitting my neck. Like, literally. And I was like, what? And it was because of the sander. They didn't like it. I don't even have a nest or anything in my backyard. I guess there was one in my neighbor's yard by their tree or something. But they kept stinging me. And then I had to go back to work. So I only had the weekend to take all these cupboards down, sand them, paint them, and then put them back up. And then I changed all the handle pieces and stuff on them by myself. Little handy dandy person. I was like, can't be that hard. It was a little bit. But I'm gonna check on that bread. Let's see, how's that bread doing? Oh yeah, it's rising nicely. Oh yeah, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Milk bread, it's so delicious. That's my own version of milk bread. I changed up the recipe a little bit. But it's, you make it in less than 3 hours. Dude, so easy. Like just mix it in your, I use my KitchenAid mixer. And then I just let it sit for an hour, covered. I just put it in the oven with the light on. That actually, like, the light bulb in the oven will actually provide enough heat that it will help it rise faster. And then I punch it down and I cut it in half because one batch of the recipe that I posted at my thingy will make 2 loaves. And then I just cut it, roll them, and then you just roll them back up, and then I stick them in the pans. I like to use the parchment paper because it keeps them from sticking to the pan. And then I put them in the oven and I let them rise again for another hour. And then I just put them in the oven. It only takes them 20 minutes in the oven and about 20 minutes to cut and roll them out. I did a double batch so I could have 4 loaves because I am bringing my mother-in-law some bread tomorrow, and I'm bringing her some eggs. Since I made I have eggs. I have so many eggs. I just washed 3 dozen. 3.5 dozen. Yep. So I'm bringing her some eggs. Yes, I just whacked myself in my face. Yes, I did. And these are my bread bowls. I have a wooden one too, but I prefer these because it's harder to wash the bamboo bowl because you're not really supposed to get like soap or anything on them. And I know you can use like the cheesecloth in there and stuff, but I don't like doing the cheesecloth in it. Sometimes the dough will stick. But the dough that I make for this, it feels like new. If you ever get when you first get Play-Doh, you know what I mean? How it's like super soft. It feels like it's sticky, but it doesn't stick to your hands, and super stretchy. That's how it is, and then it rises super, super quick. It's really good. And those are my silicone bowls. Absolutely freaking love those. And then my kids use these. I mean, they use glass ones too, but if they're like outside or elsewhere, I make them take the plastic ones. My younger kids sometimes, they all do. They drop them. It's more so because when they put them in the sink, and this is like stone. See, it's like, it's stone. They'll like drop their bowls in there, and it like, they break. I feel like that doesn't happen when you have a metal sink. Because I've lost, that's why we have so many different colored plates right now. Kids have just dropped their stuff in the sink, or my husband or I do, and it chips or they break and we have to throw them away. And I don't want to buy a plate full in this set. I have. So yeah. And you don't have to use a lot of stuff when you're making all these too. I just try to stay with one dish. And then the bread bowls, and unless they're in there. So not that big of a cleanup. You don't have to get flour everywhere either when you're rolling them out because they don't really stick. I am so excited for more spring. I'm going to put these up real quick, which is, don't worry. I look silly. I don't really care. I'm cleaning, so if you don't like that I'm cleaning, these don't go on. I saw them in there as well, and with all my baking dishes. Down that way. Oh, you guys can't even see right there. But yeah, see, I did all these cupboards all by myself. painted my living room by myself. Did all the things. That's only just because I like to. My husband can do them. He does do them if I ask him to. But it's more so that I like to. So I need to put this on my KitchenAid mixer, which is over there. You can make that in a bread machine too if you don't want to make it in your stove. Or oven, I mean. Now, I just have my, rinse these off, and then we're done. Well, not really, because I have to wash my French press. You go there. These have already been washed. I just have to rinse them. Rinse and set, rinse and set. Not like so. Pictures for dishwasher. Although I don't think it takes that long. I just think that just doesn't hold as much as a dishwasher would, so. But it does a really good, job at like drying. They dry a lot quicker on this than a dishwasher, which is kind of crazy. But also I have to my pastry cutter. Hot. Hot, hot, hot. Okay. My bottle brush. Okay. That was just to watch her. Anyone else? What are you guys up to? Anyone else's kids going on spring break? Oh, there goes the school bus. It's gonna go drop that thing back off at the school. You know why? Because it's spring break. We're gonna do all kinds of stuff. I'm excited. We're gonna be building a fort and some more garden stuff. Working with the dog a little more on her chicken hawk training. Not that she's supposed to kill hawks because you can't. They're illegal to do that, but she is just gonna learn to chase the hawks away. Because, oh, let's see. It might take a little more time because I have 4 loaves in there instead of just 2 loaves like normal. Alexa, stop the reminder. Stop the timer. Let's see. Oh, look. It's got a nice like goldenness to it. Maybe. Hang on. Oof, it is cold. I'm gonna go ahead and shut that window. Besides, keep the nice smell of the fresh bread in the house, man. I'm gonna do that again. Let's see. Oh yeah. You see that? So good. That egg wash will give it this nice golden top. That's one. I'm just checking because, oh yeah, see? Beautiful. I might leave this one in a little more. Because there I have 4 loaves in here, so. Yeah, that one needs a little longer. And yeah, you still need a little more time. But that one, I mean, I could probably leave it a little bit. Let me see. Oh yeah, see these are so fluffy. I'm trying to see, are we done? Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Watch. You see that? Ooh, hot. But yeah, this is like, I might leave that one in for another. Oh no, I cracked it. I'm trying to crack it. I'll just move this one to the other side. Maybe. It only takes 20 to 22 minutes if you have just 2 loaves. I doubled. That's probably just about done. We'll give another 5 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
I am so sorry if you guys have her and I just set your alarms off. My bad. Okay. That's clean. I was just going to let them cool on that, but I guess I don't need to. All right. So now I'm going to drain this side because I need to put new clean water in there before I clean out my grinders, my French press. Have you guys ever made your own fabric softener and or cleaner? So I am currently making this one. So it's vinegar and orange slices. That's it. And it makes the oranges the vinegar not stink. But the citrus and the orange will also act as a disinfectant. You usually have to leave it for like 2 weeks. But if you want to mop or something right away, just take a little bit of this and you dilute it with water. And it's a natural disinfectant. I have used this one. You can add to it and just keep going. You don't have to like restart it, but woo! It's not that you guys, I was gonna say, can you smell this? It doesn't really smell like vinegar anymore. It just smells like oranges, which is a nice, clean, fresh, and it also kind of like wakes you up because like if you ever use the essential oils, they use orange, and same thing with like bath bombs and stuff to like for energize to wake you up. So it's just sitting in there, natural, clean disinfectant. That smells good. Okay. I will put the rest of those up in a minute. I'm just not. Oh, dang it, I missed the cup. You ever do that? I don't know why. I don't know how I messed it. So I got soap. Put it out. There's just water. Thank God. I still have to wash it. No, this is not washing. I just like to do that first. Do that first. And yes, I am going to put this down like that. You can put this in your garden too. How do I work with timers, man? Timers. I don't know if if you were watching. I keep setting alarms because right now I'm multitasking by cleaning and I have stuff in the oven. I set a huge amount of alarms. I invested in multiple Alexas. I have one in my basement, I have one here, and I have one upstairs. And I will make her set the alarms in every floor, as well as my phone. Teams works really good too. That's another one that works for me. I got the Teams app. I found that when I worked at in tech. They would send notifications and I would like lose track of time and forget I had a meeting, and it would just alert all over the place and you couldn't get out until you joined the meeting. So I found if you use Teams and make it like a meeting that you have to do something else, it will like, and you can make it where it can turn off notifications and stuff and block you from what you're doing to get to that meeting. So that's been really helpful. I'm actually working on an app right now to help with that like literally will if you're on your phone, like just shut your stuff down, except for like emergency contacts. That is the goal. Let's see. But yeah, I have issues with time blindness by far. Alarms literally is your best friend. Alarms, sticky notes. See? I knew this was gonna go off. I'm trying to see if that's really. I put 4 lifts in here, so I'm making sure. I added an extra 5. No, I think they're good. Yeah, they're good.
They are good.
But so far, with setting all the millions, it sounded like I was singing. I just put my arm on. Gosh darn. Alexa, stop the alarm. Mine is just beeping at you all the time. It worked. I wanted to make sure. Yes, this is. Ooh, that's so good. Making sure that I actually cooked it long enough. I do not think so. That's why I was checking. Usually with 2, 25 minutes. That's it. 20 to 22 minutes, depending. That one. Which means I'm not going to try to open these ones. If that one is just a little bit doughy, that means these are too. So that's what happens when you cook multiple at one time. I mean, I guess I could have just left the other 2 out, cooked those for 20 minutes, and then switched them out, but I knew dang well it wasn't going to happen. Yeah, if you can, like, you don't have to get the new Alexas or even, like, there's other apps that do it, too, that are free. But, like, Alexa, if you get the cheaper generation ones, like the little round ones, like the ones for kids, and then just set it as not a kid. I think they're like $10 sometimes during Amazon Prime. I get 3. If you have internet or Wi-Fi, just hook them up and put them wherever and then set your alarms that way. It's always helped me. And then on my phone, if I'm trying to work, I will switch it to like a mode where it blocks everybody out, turns off any notifications from any apps. I set time limits. Like if you use Instagram, YouTube does it too. So does TikTok and all them. If you go into your settings, you can have it, I think it's called mindfulness or something, and it'll let you not let you be on it for too long. You know what I mean? You can set it where I can only be on for 20 minutes right now, and it will automatically shut off the app on you until you go back into settings and then up the time, or that you're okay to go back on it. So that's been pretty helpful for me. I have that book on my website. It's free. I don't know if you had it or not, Bubble Fairy. You can download it. I am going to be doing an update to it. Like I said, it says 99 cents on there, but that was to keep people from, I had someone trying to like mass hack it and then like distribute it out. So I put 99 cents, which keeps the bots out. So the password is just YouTube, or just the Y and then the T capital. It's all caps. ADHD Grind. And I have a whole thing on how to like break your goals down, like reverse engineer them. And then it teaches you about time management. So it teaches you how to like actually know how long that task will take. Yeah, no. Right, exactly. So alarms. Set an alarm on your phone. And when the alarm goes off, here's another thing. Sometimes you'll just turn it off, because I've done that too. You make it that you have to get up and move around, because sometimes we get like hyper focused into it, and then it's like, oh my gosh, I can't break it. So I found that if I do like the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just go. So Mel Robbins has a thing on that, and I used that because I was like, that's not going to work, whatever. But if you just, and it kind of like, if you just keep practicing it, eventually happens where you're like, oh, okay, cool, right? And I'm just like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I have to set it down, and then it just goes. And that's worked a lot. So I've taken little bits of things, or I've modified them to work with me. So like your ADHD is probably gonna be a lot different than mine. With the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or the planner and how to break your goals down, which one? Sorry, I talk fast. So the Mel Robbins, she also has a podcast on, yeah, so Mel Robbins has a book. I got it on Audible, and I think it is called the 5-4. I think it's the 5-second rule, I think is what she calls it. Mel Robbins 5 something. But she has it on YouTube, so you can watch it for free on there. But she says, because she has ADHD real bad, and she just kept not wanting to get up, not wanting to do anything. So when she would set her alarm, she just started going, because it like stuck in her head at night. Yeah. Oh no, dude, I do the same, bro. I do the same thing. I zone out all the time. She just said like, hey, think about the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and by telling yourself, okay, that alarm's going, and you have to just say, because it only takes you 5 seconds to change your mind and to change your like state of like where you are. So if you're zoned out and if you just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you can get past that. Oh, okay, I need to break out of the hyper, because you just made yourself say it. I did that a lot when my alarms would go off because I didn't want to get up real early. And I'm like, no. And then I stopped and I was like, wait, what did Mel Robbins say when my alarm? Because it stuck, that ADHD where you have the annoying thing that you don't want to know stick in your head. And it was what she said. And it's, like I said, it's because she repeated it so many times, I think is why it stuck. So now I'm just like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I jump up and it works. At least it has for me. Like I said, everybody is different. But I know she's talked about a lot of people that's really helped them as well. So, and it's just like, yeah, I think it is called Mel Robbins, the 5-second rule. And my biggest other self-help, I don't know, you probably do it too, is I like to multitask by I'll listen to an audiobook and do something like productive, like whether it's, now if I'm really having to focus on working, then I can't always listen to an audiobook because I'm like, and it distracts me, but like cleaning or trying to do stuff like that, audiobooks are really good because I tell myself I can only listen to that audiobook while I'm doing something productive around my house on tasks and stuff that I haven't done. And that has really, really helped too, because it makes it fun. It's like, oh, I get to look to my book while I'm doing that. And now I'm trying to do body doubling because I'm getting to talk to people and kind of clean at the same time. So kind of like if you go to your friend's house and you end up helping them clean just because they are, and you talk, it makes it a lot easier but if someone comes to your house, I think, like an in-law or something, they make it harder for me to clean because I'm just like, get out, because they call me in there or something. But as far as that goes, yeah. Although, see, now I'm distracted. I'm trying to do dishes. You're good. You are good. Oh, shoot. I almost said the S word. I don't know if I can say that on here. I need to do not set an alarm again. I should have. I'm just making sure that bread, I'm trying to make sure that bread cooks because, yeah, I know, right? See, ADHD. I did not take my meds today. And I am very, very happy with myself. I have my little planner sitting on my table and I leave it out all day. Like I'll clean everything up and it sits right there. So every time I walk by, I have to see it. It's the only thing on my coffee table. And I go through and I color code my 3 tasks a day. And not always do I do 3 tasks, but it's like, when I mean tasks, like goals of like stuff I really, really want to get done. And that's how I became a software engineer. I quit recently though. And that's not because I couldn't do anything. I'd actually been there for 2 years. I quit due to the fact that I wanted to do some of my own stuff. Yes. So you know how, try different ones. I take a baby dose. Like he wants me on a lot higher. I just refuse to take higher medication. And it's always like up to you and your doctor and your health. I was very against the medication because when I was a child, they gave me Ritalin and they used to shove it down my throat. And to the point to now I can't swallow pills because I have that fear of choking because I used to choke. And everyone's like, you talk so. This is me talking slow, by the way. Yeah, so they would on Ritalin and like there's a doll. My name is Penny. And kid you not, on my 10th birthday, and I was the biggest tomboy, my everybody in my family got me the same doll that came out called Pretty Penny Chatterbox. I swear to goodness, I was so freaking mad at them because she'd pull her hair and she goes, I'm Pretty Penny Chatterbox. I can talk faster than you can. Like, and everyone used to tell me, breathe, take a breath. Can you breathe? You should be an auctioneer, like the whole thing. And I was like, what is wrong with you people? Like, I threw every one of those dolls in the trash can. I was so mad. I was like, and they're like, they made it because someone saw you. And I was like, shut up, man. Like, that was, I thought it was very, very mean. I grew up in the 80s, so that was kind of a, it was the time of like, you ain't got no emotion. You want to cry, I'll give you something to cry about. And they would shove the dang medicine down my throat, though. So when I was in my, right? So when I was in my 20s, as soon as I was 18 and I didn't have to take the meds anymore, I was like, psh, right? I just didn't take them, and that was not very the best. I was very impulsive, extremely impulsive, especially with shopping, very dangerous because I was willing, it's both a positive, it's like a double-edged sword, right? That we have that impulse, which means we're more likely to take a risk than someone that doesn't have ADHD. So if it's like a business or whatever, but you also take some really risky risks, right? So thank God I lived through all that. But anywho, it was just not very like great as a kid, and I didn't really have too much when I was like later mid-20s, because I had never drank either. Alcohol is not, I mean, I drank when I was in my 20s, but that was not a good thing because I cannot handle alcohol. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so is it 12 hours a week or 12 hours in a day? So I did recently do studying. That's, oh, okay, okay. Yeah, okay. So you know how like your emotion, like some days you have no energy and then some days you're like, woo, I can tackle the world. What you need to do is, and you also have to figure out what puts you in that peak moment, right? So sometimes, like, is there a certain music? I have a playlist, right? So I have a playlist of music that every time I hear that, within 5-10 minutes, I am like, woo, ready to go, right? Gets me pumped up, whether it's music or something, right? Don't put the damn TV on, don't scroll, because you will doom scroll and lose half your day. Also, it depends on where you are most productive. In the morning, do you get more stuff done early? Or is it more not till like, oh, afternoon? You know what I mean? Or are you a night person where you don't get your hyper focus until the evening? So you have to find when you are the most productive, right? And then from there, have your little key sets, and to your hyper focus, turn off notifications except for like emergency contacts type things. And so that's what my planner is, right? So that's why I made that, and it's free. Like I said, it's free. I have that planner, and that's what it does. It breaks your goals down, right? Because we can see our goal, we're here, but it's that little bridge in between. We don't know how to get there. So what I did was it shows you how to break that big goal into very small tasks where it's like 1 week. That's why I say 3 tasks, 2 to 3. It should be 1 when you're first starting, but it should be just like 3 tasks. And what it is you don't have to do all those every single day. You know what I mean? Like every day you have to do the same. You don't have to do that. What it is like, it could be like, say it's fitness, right? Well, you're only doing it 3 days a week, so it's 30 minutes every day. Ew. No, I don't do that. This is good. I don't know. Well, I think you should do both. Depends on what you're working on. You know what I mean? Like, what is your work? If you're sitting, is it like computer work? So it just depends on sitting. Yeah, so I would say you can sit, but you have to get up and take breaks, because then you can over hyper focus, and sometimes that makes you get overwhelmed, right? So I was, computer, right? So I was software engineer at a big tech firm for 2 years, and I did AI and stuff, right? And it like sometimes, especially if it's repetitive, it's really hard to stay focused. Okay. All right, I'm blocking you. Remove. You are going to be reported, homie. Goodbye. You are going to be reported. Sorry about that, people. I don't do anything like that. Sorry about, you cannot be in here. Yeah, so if you're talking about meds, it depends on, I went through the non-stimulants and stimulants. My doctor switched me personally to a stimulant because I had adverse reactions to the non-stimulants. Like, and everybody's different. I know a lot of people that are on the non-stimulants and great. You know, I mean, like, one, I had, like, it was working. I just had other severe reactions to it. That was just me personally, because my body has a hyper... I process medication too fast. So with some of them, one of them I had like really bad vomiting, like I was not able to stop vomiting, and they put me on like Zofran and all this other medication, and I just could not. Another one, I had no emotions at all. I could focus, but I had no emotions, like no happy, no joy. I just felt numb. Oh yeah, so software engineer, yeah. So that's what I did. And yes, it is long hours and it can be overwhelming, but you can excel in engineering, right? Because you're curious and you will tend to think out. So what I found was, like I said, the planner I have, I'm using, and it's based off of the SMART method, but I changed it to SMARTer to accommodate people with ADHD and other people that just have a hard time reaching goals. So it is the SMART method. So it's like you have to be specific with your goal, measure how long is it going to take to do said task, right? You can't have the task last longer than 1 to 2 weeks max. And that's how it's going to be if you're in the engineering thing. They're going to give you this same type of method, right? So you can sit down and do those, right? You study for that long and stuff. What I found is it's hard because you get so much, right? And you need to write. I would say if you're trying to study first, I would do an hour of study, just take notes, right? And then just what you studied for that next hour, go practice that for an hour. And I mean, like, so listen for an hour, and don't go down the rabbit hole. You're like, oh, well, he said this thingy, let me go over here, right? Because that happened to me a lot when I was learning. And it made it very hard, right? Because I was like, oh, what's this thing, right? No, stay on track, stay on course. So that's why you would break down your task, like just study about this, then go put it into action for an hour. Then you can go back and try to like take a break to like 10-minute break in between each, just to get up and walk around, because you hyper focus, which is great, but you can make yourself burn out and overwhelm, and then it will be hard to come back. So you would have to make yourself take a 10-minute break, walk, go to the bathroom, drink water, and move your legs, because you're like, I look like crap right now. Like, I look big time down from like how I did a couple years ago, and it was from tech. I'm not gonna lie to you. Tech did it to me, because you could see when I was starting tech to like this, the amount of stress, at least in my position where I was, the amount of stress is insane. And how many presentations you have to give. And with ADHD, especially with me having, and a lot of us have that issue, is like when you know it, you're going to go talk to people, and when it comes out your mouth, the words don't come out. And you're like, and people are like, would you not know? And I'm like, I built it. Of course I know what that is. But it just happens. And a lot of people, like, you have to tiptoe around, because they're like, you can't have cue cards. Like, they don't think that you should do that. But I was working like 70 hours a week, and a lot of times they throw me on prod support. So I'd be up all night and have to come in the daytime and get like no sleep. but I was also in like a very intense, like high AI type security, which is not, don't do no damn cybersecurity. Don't do it. Don't do it. They're like people that don't have ADHD. The average turnaround for those people is like 5 to 6 months, and they have a very high suicide rate, extremely high. And I had like a stroke, so this side of my face is hanging down from the stress. And like they checked my blood pressure and all that stuff. They're like, you're healthy, but your cortisone was up here. So I got put in a hospital, and I just left because it was not, and they knew it, and like there was regulations given by doctor, like, hey, got, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So my doctor gave them regulations and stuff, like, hey, I need her to, they did not care. They're like, we will fire you type thing. So I quit, and then found out that I was in a, that they blocked, even though I was hired 3 months into me learning how to be a software engineer, well before my 6 months course was up, and I got a job. I was hired before I even was done with school. But I wasn't allowed to work. They tried to give me a blank statement. So all these people got these blank statements where you can't work in tech again for like 5 years, and I fought it. And they gave me 6 months. So for 6 months, I wasn't allowed to work anywhere that even had tech. So even McDonald's, like say I just wanted to work at McDonald's to get money, could not, because they have a tech. And you can't, I couldn't work anywhere where this said company was, and this company is in every state. So that ended in January, so that's why I started what I'm doing now. So I'm actually working on an application for ADHD. I know, like my husband was like, why don't you teach people how to code online? Like to me, it's fairly easy, because if you think about it, it's like toddler talking. You know what I mean? It's like if, let's say you're doing a virtual pet. I don't know if you've done that yet. That's one of the funnest ones to do when you're learning how to code. It's like feed pet, right? Feeding pet equals 5 points. And it's just, yeah, it's like literally is like, to me it's easier, but that's because I did it and I had to do it nonstop, and they make you travel. In case you do not know, you have to freaking travel all the time, and they're being laid off left and right too. So they're outsourcing to other countries where they only have to pay them $3 to $5. $3 to $5 an hour, because in some countries $3 to $5 an hour is like making $70 an hour. I'm not kidding you. It's like everyone's like, oh, why don't you go to Upwork? I'm like, because people want to pay you $3 an hour. And I said, I can make more at McDonald's. It's like, and they want you to build me a full application and all this, and can you do it in 3 months? We'll give you $3 an hour. Don't even go to Upwork. It's a scam, and they make you pay to apply. And if you're American, you're usually not, or Canadian or English, because your guys' money, our money is worth more than other countries. So they don't look to pay them. So now these tech companies are all, they let off over half my entire department without telling us. And we had like an issue coming, and I was like reaching out. I was like, where'd these people go? They were just here. Yeah. Yeah, go to my I have a website called the Daily ADHD Grind, same as my channel. I have that planner. You can just print it out. I don't know, you don't have to like print it out if you don't have a printer, but you can still, the code is YT ADHD Grind, all caps, 01, and it will show you the method to break your goals down, okay? And that way you can help with your time management, because I have that in there, like the time management of how long, how many, and then how to organize it by what's most important that you need to learn now, to what can wait a little bit, to what's okay, well, that's a really cool design, but is it needed right now to learn said thing, right? But yeah, hit me up on here or go on my Instagram. I just started the new Instagram, so I only think I have like 65 followers. My other Instagram, I don't list it on there. I have like 10K, but I built humanoid robots and stuff. But yeah, if you hit me up on the Daily ADHD Grind on there, if you want to like code or anything or learn any of that, I can help you, walk you through it. Okay? Oh, here, I'll show you guys. The bread is done. And look, yeah, that was still hot. Why do I keep this? ADHD, we are very, very, very accident prone. I don't even touch that hot. So this is that bread. So do you see how soft that is? Look. If you've had, bye. Oh yeah, that's good. Bye, people. Oh, there's 2 people on here. But yeah, so that's how that bread came out. This bread is so good. Oh, I have to put butter on it. And it will stay soft like this the whole time. Okay, why am I keep touching a hot pan? I don't know. That's been sitting a minute, man. It's been sitting a minute, and here I am. But see, if the reason I cut them and roll them up is because my kids are buttheads. There. I cut them and roll them because then you can pull them off in their little loaves. You can make like sandwiches or little subs out of these or little mini breads. But yeah, so I have one for my mother-in-law. My kids, I'm going to put butter on these, butter and milk. And if you sprinkle salt, they taste like Aunt Annie's pretzels. No joke. Like that and mixed with like a white bread. Super good. And it's so easy to make. That is so good. I need to melt some butter. Don't touch it, Penny. Don't touch it. Why do I always try to touch the hot things? I'm not touchy hot things. Oh, did he? That's cool. I don't even know how this tastes like the Aunt Annie pretzels, but softer. You know, like when they first come out. It's milk bread, but I didn't like a couple of the recipes I tried, and I modified it. And it's like, here, can you guys see? Like, look, this is like super, super fluffy, and it will stay like this. And then I just top it with like, oh yeah, it's super easy. I have a video, a short I posted, and that makes 2 loaves, like two of those. I doubled it to make 4. I'm bringing some to my mother-in-law. But yeah, if you like just, when you put the butter and stuff on the top, and if you put the salt, my kids are like, that tastes like Aunt Annie's. It's really good. And it doesn't, like, you don't have to put it in a bag or nothing. I just put my cheesecloth over the top of the bread, and I set it up on the counter, and it will be there, like, if they're not done. But I've made like 4 or 5 of these before, and none of them went bad. They still stayed nice and soft. But yeah, they're like super fluffy. They're not dense. They're not hard. Just like light and airy. It's like Japanese milk bread kind of recipe type, but I switched it around. Yeah. Yeah, you'll see. I have a short where I wrote the... I know, right? Man, listen. I need to gain weight. I got really, really sick, and I lost like 12 pounds. So my doctor has me on protein shakes and stuff. We got the flu, followed by walking pneumonia, and then something else, and I went from like 116 to like 101, and right now I'm back to 107, but I lost so much weight. I feel like it's your face that always lose. It was just nasty. We just got sick after sick after sick, and I'm mom, so I kept like taking care of kids that were really sick, and I really wasn't taking care of myself, and it turned to like pneumonia, and I wasn't eating that much, so it wasn't that great. I'm like, it's like motherhood. I felt like when you have a newborn.
Oh yeah, you sent me this.
No, not at all. Yeah, they were real sick. My son's got asthma, so he was having a really hard time. So it was like up every couple, with the breathing treatments and stuff. And we just have a lot. We have animals and rescue animals. It was insane. We have a triped pup that had just had her leg amputated, so it was like a bunch of things that I cannot keep. I'm trying to keep up with. Yep, okay. So I'm going to melt my butter with some, I use, not flour, a little bit of powdered milk. A little bit of powdered milk and melted butter, and then I top them with that. And then my kids like me to put a little bit of salt on a little bit of them. But they're so good. And I found that if you use parchment paper, you don't need to grease it or nothing, and it just comes out great. And I get to go get rid of some of these eggs. I get so many damn eggs, and then we went and got more chickens. I don't know why I did that. It's weird because I've had this channel for like a couple of years, but I literally, if you look back, I didn't really ever post on it. I did a couple of shorts and I had no followers, really, like 200 maybe over 2.5 years. It was recently, I want to say February, I went from like 200 and some odd followers to I hit 1,600. And I think it's from, I've been going live a lot and I gained a lot that way. And then my dang welcome video, I literally, someone told me to do a welcome video, right? And I was like, oh yeah, I do see that on channels, right? On all these YouTube channels where they say who they are and what their channel is about. That damn video blew up out of all my videos that I did, and how to make your own planner cover, and I had some other ones that kind of went a little bit too. But that one had like over 5,000 views, and I gained like, I think it said 200 and something followers from that one video. And I'm like, really? I didn't think that video was very good. I was just sitting in my chair saying who I was and who I, you know, like who I was trying to connect with, right? And that was it. The other ones, but I've had a decent amount of following, but I think a lot of it is from my lives. And with my lives, when you go live this, like the vertically way, which it will let you save it and it will turn into long form and it doesn't count as a short. Because you know how like shorts, they don't count for watch time hours, just like the counts as a view. But if you do a live, it will count towards watch time hours. And if you do it more than 3 minutes, it counts towards your watch time hours afterwards, because then you get to post it and it will let you keep it as a long form. And I have gained a lot of watch time hours just from that, and a lot of followers just from going live. And I have ADHD, and a lot of us like to do body doubling. So that's kind of, I just say, hey, I'm cleaning. Does anyone else want to clean with me and body double, multitask? So yeah, I think I'm gonna say it was like 1,200, because that's what I got notified too, that I went from 1,200, I gained like 1,200 subscribers in 1 month. And that was when I started doing my lives. It was end of February. I was trying to do that 21-day live challenge. And then somebody from vidIQ was like, don't do that. You should only talk about ADHD and ADHD medication. I was just doing like cleaning and stuff. And I'm like, dude, mine's the daily ADHD grind, right? Like, we have daily lives. We're moms. We have kids and things. And it's just how I get through it type stuff. What tips I use. And lady's like, no, you can't do that. Only medicine. I was like, who are you? And then all of a sudden my video blew up and I was like, haha. Right? Like, I mean, I thought it was funny because when she tried to tell me you have to only talk about one thing, and I was like, I am talking about ADHD and everything. She's like, well, just because you say